And I couldn't be more excited about what's ahead for Kohl's. As you mentioned, I was part of the leadership team working with Kevin Mansell and the rest of the team as we charted the course forward, our greatness agenda, our key priorities of driving traffic and operating with excellence, and all those maintain. But just as we have the last couple years evolve, we are evolving as we speak. I'd say a big focus is while we maintain the discipline of operating a great business, driving more innovation, more excitement. And you mentioned, both for us, it's the core customer and it's that millennial shopper. And we have an entire team that's really energized about that opportunity. Great example is the new line of apparel we just introduced in September, a partnership with Pop Sugar, and it is aimed squarely at that millennial customer.
And in your presentation here, you said Pop Sugar reaches 1 of every 2 female millennial shoppers, so that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, they do. They have over 35 million followers. And we had done some work with them prior with our advertising, so we knew that we would be resonating with that customer, and we're really excited about the early days of how that new line is doing for us.
Kohl's has had some good sales momentum, positive comps for 4 quarters in a row, but here you go. It's holiday season, so how are you going to continue that momentum? What's your holiday plan to really stand out in a sector, the department store sector, that has been critiqued a bit over the years?
Well, first off, I'm excited that we do enter into the holiday season with such great momentum, as you just said. And the holiday season for Kohl's is where we really shine. I mean, we're so known for Black Friday and now Cyber Monday, Cyber Week. And a lot of the things that we look ahead for holiday are things that are working for us right now. Our active business is doing phenomenally well, and yes, people do buy activewear as gifts and for themselves during the holiday time. We have a great lineup of proprietary brands, and there are new categories for us, like toys. We just introduced the Lego brand and FAO Schwartz, so as those opportunities present themselves, we're excited to capture even more market share.
There's been a lot of talk about the health of the consumer. We've seen some stock market volatility. Of course, there's some turmoil in Washington and some tussles over policy, rising interest rates. What do you think about the health of the U.S. consumer? Is any of that going to impact how they spend this holiday season?
All our indicators, Courtney, is that it's going to be a strong holiday season. And certainly there's been a benefit over the last year from the backdrop of the macro environment. But also as we look into holiday, I go back to the things that Kohl's can control, creating a great experience for our customer. Omni-channel is very big for us now in terms of how our stores and our digital channels work together. What we have to offer in terms of value, so our customers come and they love Kohl's Cash, and then of course the great product that we're going to offer them this holiday season.
Well, speaking of stores and digital, that Amazon partnership, you talked about it a little here. You're still in the pilot stages, but it's been about a year, so you have to have some learnings. Is it bringing in traffic, and is that traffic converting into sales for Kohl's?
Well, one thing about Kohl's, and one thing that I respect since I walked in the door, is that we're really good at testing. And we want to make sure that if we're going to do something for the long run, that we really understand it. So in partnership with Amazon, we're now in 100 stores across 3 markets. That's Chicago, LA, and most recently we expanded to Wisconsin. We're really studying to make sure that we can create a great customer experience. And so it takes time to ensure that we can deliver on that experience, and that ultimately the partnership needs to work for both of us. But if you think about what we've created, the whole idea of accepting returns from another retailer and Amazon, nobody had ever done anything like that. And the fact that for a customer, all they need to do is bring it in. They don't have to package it. We'll package it, we'll ship it back, it's all free. So one thing I know for sure is that the customer really does love it. I've spoken to many of them myself. So the Amazon customers, the Kohl's customers, now we just have to see if the whole thing will work for us long term.